Hello everyone, I'm your Prince of Derp, and welcome to combat! Ah! We went back to the Ep.20. Ended up walking around for a couple minutes. Lost. I'm not good with directions. Unless it's in Minecraft or something, then I'm like weirdly different directions. And these guys didn't like us for parking where they were parking. That's it. They wanted to murderize us for that. So, yeah. I need to heal. Heal. Don't just attack. Heal. Oh my god, you idiot. Stupid. And then my friends do nothing. Like, legitimately doing nothing. We should have been assisted. Now I need to level up Bowder because he's slowly not aliving. Right. God. No more combat. We are doing fine. Ha 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 ha. Hello, refugee. There we go. Heal. Then improve force body. Then heal. And heal up. Away. Wow, my force heals so quick. That's nice. I think that is really nice. Attack. Alright, there we go. Power attack! Go! Go! There we go. Hold on. I wonder where that guy went who said he was going to take the Ebon Hog. Oh! More guys! I need to heal Bowder. Right. Electrical strike. That's pretty cool. Actually, I think you should probably swap weapons. Because we are in space. Meaning Bowder should be the same. so many guys here. Oh, it's just that much more experience, I guess. Just us in the territory, the rich flips speak on the We already caught this thief. We caught him as he crawled on board, thinking to steal the ship from us. If he crosses us, we will end up like Then you'll join the rest of your crew, of course. So be it. Prepare yourself. We've just been fighting through a horde of dudes this whole time. Aww. Revitalize. Oh, he's down again. Alright. And he's down again. Okay. Feats. Dual strike. Okay. So you're good at dual weapon fighting. Where is dual strike? Except, then can I... Oh well. Power attack. Get him! You can do it! Expected that much. Okay. Level up. Yeah, more computer use and stealth. We'll take one out of that. Yeah, add more awareness. Feats. Could go medium armor for proficiency. Yeah, medium armor proficiency would be nice. Could go with that. I do really want improved power attack though, because I have been using it a lot. But with medium armor proficiency, I can do that one thing. So I guess I'll go with that. Force Aura. Improved Revitalize. All allies. Ooh, but Master Force Body. Yes. Hit him! Huh. Well, he's down. So, what happened? Is everything okay? Hey, Bowder.
I
How's it
didn't want
going?
to talk about the war, but can I ask you something?
What is
Why
it?
did you decide to fight?
The Mandalorians had to
I
be
felt
stopped.
the same way. I remembered when word of the Mandalorian attacks arrived on Iridonia. My people had colonies across the Outer Rim. Many of them were among the first systems to fall.
Unlike many of the Jedi, I could not stand by and watch.
I did not join because I wanted to protect, though. I hated them. I wanted to destroy them. To give them the mercy they gave the people they conquered. I remember the thrill I felt when we fought them in battle. Victories were rare, but we celebrated every Mandalorian's death. Do you know how it felt?
I detached myself from the frenzy of battle. It was impersonal.
I couldn't do that. It was almost as though the battle took control of me, drove me forward. It's always on my mind now. That loss of control blinded me, turned me into a weapon. I just needed to get that off my chest. Was there something you wanted me for?
Never mind. Well, I'm gonna go over to my HK droid. Install the droid's processor. Okay. All that remains is the droid chassis. Ooh. I really want that. I don't know where to get it. Well, everything seems to be okay. Oh yeah, just after the incredible battle we just went through on the Ebon Hawk, we just decided, you know what, this is...
Yes?
Can you teach me some fighting
Training
moves?
is something reserved for certain caste members of the Echani, but I do not see the... I do not understand how you and Atris fight, but I will instruct you on how Echani children are raised on warfare.
It seems as good a place as any to begin.
All Echani fighting principles rely on foundations. If one does not understand the most basic of fighting moves, it is not possible to understand the higher tiers. It is similar to learning the alphabet of a language before being able to use words, then sentences.
I understand. I am ready.
As a foundation, I will instruct you in our elementary movements. The body itself is the first weapon you must master. It is not something that can be described. Let us duel, you and I, and that shall teach you more than my words can. Use only your hands and feet to strike at me, nothing else, or our combat shall be over. Do not resort to using any items or any force techniques you may possess. Such things will obstruct learning.
Alright, no force weapons, force powers, weapons, or items.
Very well. I shall match my movements to resist your efforts, and do not hold back, or I will hurt you.
Flurry, go! Flurry. Power attack. Yeah, I think she has a lot more help than I
You fought well, but you announce your motions before attacking, sometimes quite loudly. Take as long as you need to recover, and if you wish, we shall fight again. Of course. I do not wish to be hurt. If you wish to hurt me, then you must try harder. It is not a contest of raw strength, but of action and reaction.
do. Like to
Very
try
well.
again.
As a foundation, I will instruct you in our elementary... It is not something that can be... Use only your hands...
Alright.
Very well.
So let's just see if what happens if I just...
You fought well. Very well. As a foundation, it is not used very well.
I'm going to win. I was knocked down. So what happens if I just run in circles? I think I'm healing. Give me a sec. Alright, I am back. I'll just let you know it takes a really long time to regenerate HP. Which is probably done on purpose. Right. Yeah, I don't have the same power attack she has. Time to use the time to use the ultimate strategy that I used against Darth Malik against her. Oh god. Oh god. She hurts. She hurts. Alright. Healed up enough that I feel like I could probably win this. It's like 1 or 2 more hits. There we go.
You fought well indeed. You have caught the principles of the style by watching and anticipating my movements. I now have a favor to ask you.
A favor?
The weapon the Jedi use, the Force, I would like to know more about it.
What do you want to know?
It is not something you can see or fight, yet the Jedi use it and struggle with it their entire lives.
It's a difficult thing to describe.
Please, I wish to know.
It's like a current that passes through you and carries you with it to all the places it touches. Yeah.
I see. Thank you, Exile. I appreciate you sharing your knowledge with me.
If you have any further questions, seek me out and ask them.
Yes?
Can you
Very
teach
well.
me some more?
I think you are ready for the For this, we will keep the etiquette of the last duel, but we shall add any melee weapon you choose to the ritual, with the exception of the Jedi weapon, the saber. Vibroblade, Bothan stun stick, force pike, whatever you wish. But no items, no force techniques.
Alright. Any melee weapon, but no lightsaber, no items, and no force powers. Got it.
Then let us begin.
Okay. Double blade. That is a rifle, melee, force pike. That is also... Alright.
Enemies surround us. Now is not the time for words.
I don't think that was supposed to happen. Yeah, I loaded a previous save because I'm fairly certain she was not supposed to die.
Indeed. You have caught the principles of the style by watching and anticipating before you go. Why did you go back? Face trial.
Because I felt they deserved an explanation. Maybe I had to hear me defend myself just to be certain.
I see. It was always something I was curious about. To walk to one's own sentence willingly. It's a brave thing. You may ask.
Did actress ever mention me?
She said you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself.
Oh?
That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instincts, and she told us why you fell to the dark side.
And why was that?
Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars, when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could not give it up.
So why didn't I keep fighting in the Jedi Civil War?
Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with them, because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force.
That is untrue, but Actress is entitled to her opinion.
I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you. There are variations at times, but all rise from the same foundation.
Expressed feelings?
Yes, it is difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it. The words often prove difficult, or they do not come at all.
So Atris does not know her own heart?
Without having seen you and Atris fight, I cannot say. Battle is a pure form of expression. It is heart and discipline, reduced to movement and motion.
Well, I have no wish to fight Atris.
Then her expressed feelings will have to suffice. Perhaps it may prove truer than conversing with words. In battle, the words are swept away, giving way to actions. Mercy, sacrifice, anger, fear. These are pure moments of expression.
What's some other questions? Why do you look different than your sisters?
I honor the face of my mother. It is not something usually spoken of in the company of others.
So you have a different mother but the same father?
Yes, that is correct. I feel that I may trust you with such things, so I shall speak of...
I'd like to hear of it.
Though my father's blood I share with my sisters, I wear the face of my mother. My father was Usanis, an Ichani general.
Usanis was a hero of the Mandalorian Wars, one of the greatest.
He left our family to serve in the Mandalorian Wars, but his choice was not because of battle. He went to join my mother, one whose movements and spirit matched his. His only desire was that they fight together, side by side, for as long as there were enemies amassed against them.
Who was she?
I never saw her face, And she did not return from the final battle of the war. She died in the battle that shattered Malachor V, and her body was never recovered. My father returned from the Mandalorian Wars and did not enter battle again. He entered politics, a caste where one's battles are fought through words rather than action.
What happened
He
to
was
him?
slain by Revan in the Jedi Civil War. When Revan sought to destabilize the Ichani worlds, Revan succeeded. The fact that our father chose battle is not shameful, but that is not the reason he went to war. He went to war to be with the one he loved, but not the one he had pledged himself to. He was disloyal. I am the mark of that disloyalty. It is said that such things run in the blood, and I have fought long to prove that this is not so. That is why I am different from my sisters. Yet I am pledged to them, and Atris, and I would die before betraying them. I tell you this in trust, and ask that you not speak of it to others. I only wish you to know. Because when my father returned from the Mandalorian Wars, he walked as you do now. There was something wounded inside him. He did not speak of what had happened there, and with us he was silent, changed. When I look upon you, I see in you an answer to a question I have searched for all my life, and that is why I tell you this now. I do not believe you to be the monster Atris made you out to be. I believe your choice was my father's choice, and it was just as difficult.
I appreciate your trust. Thank
You
for
have
telling me.
earned my trust. I wish to honor the trust you have shown me, and I wish to explain what you meant to me. I know it is difficult for others to see why I am here, but it was important that you know one of the reasons, and know that it is not simply duty that I am here, but because I want to be here. I want to fight with you side by side for as long as there are enemies that threaten you. You are a leader. Your stance, your every action proves it.
I'm grateful for your words, and for your assistance.
You honor me, exile. Together, then.
I had no other
You
questions.
may ask.
Do you have
Before
a name?
entering Atris's service, yes, I carried a name, as all the children of the Ichani do.
What
It
was
is not important. My title and rank is of consequence, not my name. I take value.
You should take value in
We
yourself
all
as
have
well.
value in our oaths to others, and the promises we make. When we make that pledge, we are pledging ourselves to something greater. When importance is placed on the self, then by such acts the galaxy is unmade.
There is some truth in what you say.
If reasons of the self is why you turned away, then yes, perhaps there was a judgment there. But it was not intended as an attack.
Do you think I lost myself when I disobeyed the Jedi?
I do not know. That is a question you must ask yourself.
Some
You
other
may ask.
questions. More fighting! Do you think you could put some
It
clothes
does
on?
not seem to bother you.
Yeah, well, I can walk around like the, Where am I not going? Light side points gained! Or was the one that I was wearing? That one is 26. Okay, now am I able to use restricted by armor? Yep, I was expecting that. I guess I'll go with this. that, you know.
Yes? I fail to understand the problem. I had heard the Coreward systems had customs concerning modesty, but when training, such customs...
I disagree, actually. If you don't trade while encumbered, you're crippling yourself.
I can see no fault in your reasoning. I do have bulkier clothes.
Yeah.
Will this do?
Those look like Jedi robes.
They suffice for training purposes. They belong to my mother. She was the one my father followed to war. I never knew
She
her.
was a Jedi.
There is no absence of presence when there was nothing there to begin with. I miss only that I never knew her at all, and what it was about.
And some other
You may ask.
questions. Why are you called the
We attend
handmaidens?
Atris. It is the duty of all of us, from the first of my sisters.
Okay. You are the last of them?
I am the last of the handmaidens. This is correct.
Your skill is impressive, as is your devotion to your training.
That is not entirely correct. Perhaps once having known the ways of the Jedi, you may understand what occupies my thoughts.
What do
There
you
is
mean?
much knowledge on Telos, and only one of the Jedi remain. There is so much about their ways of battle, their forms, their stances, that may be lost forever if the last of the Jedi is taken from the galaxy.
And you would preserve it.
Atris has already preserved it. What I wonder is if the Jedi teachings should not simply be stored, but brought to others. There is much in their approach to battle that is worthy to be shared.
Battle is not the truth of the Jedi teachings.
I know your meaning, but I have not been clear on mine. Stance, form, discipline are a means of expression and communication. They speak one's heart and one's devotion to their cause.
Devotion to
Yes,
their cause.
the methods you use to meet your opponents speak truer than any words can express. When you risk pain or death, there is no truer sacrifice or strength. It
not the
was to the
best way.
Jedi traitor Malak. It was to the Jedi traitor Revan. When Terrace was destroyed, it showed Malak's heart through its execution and intent. It was brutal, without finesse, but showed his commitment to defeat the Jedi. Yet with Revan, there was the same commitment, but it was a subtle thing, like weaving threads in a tapestry or strokes upon a canvas. He spoke through battle and tactics in a way one could never do in words. He showed his heart at Malachor V, and finally, at the end of the Jedi Civil War. I believe he was speaking to Malak in that final battle, though few knew it.
What do you think Revan was saying?
Through battle, Revan was meeting betrayal with betrayal, and showing Malak the pain he had inflicted on his master. What stronger display than death for conveying one's sense of being betrayed by one's own student? Revan's anger must have been great indeed. I would have wished to have been there for that final exchange, and seen the truth of their conflict with each other.
Where are we going? Well, as the guy who played as Revan in it, it was very chaotic there. But anyway, this episode has gone on for a little while. I hope everyone has enjoyed it. And remember, like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope everyone, all of you, have an incredible, wonderful day. Thank you all so much for watching, and goodbye.